do?
Welcome to Lightly Food and
Two Dudes with Do.
How do you do?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Today, as you can see with my notes, I came prepared.
I did not. I am a wing it kind of guy.
Yeah.
This is the one subject I'm not going to be too good at winging at.
This is the main reason I got ready for this, because we're talking about something that is so far in my past that I have to kind of, I don't know, start remembering it, I guess is what you'd say.
This is so far in my past that I was like 2 years old.
And if you looked at the header, you know what this is. This is Disney Channel movies.
Especially Channel.
Yeah,
Not
it's
Disney movies.
Lion King, it's not
I wish it
Pinocchio. I
was.
mean, we're going to do one with that one. Don't get it wrong. We're going to do the one because everyone's got their own opinion. And my whole teen class has a different opinion on Disney movies than I do. Even he does. But we're doing Disney Channel
Lion King,
movies.
100%.
Love Lion King. Anyways, we got to get to that one another time.
Yeah, that's different.
We're doing this one because literally, I mean, if you don't know, there's a 7-year age gap between us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big gap.
That's
So,
major.
I mean, when you're talking about Disney movies, that's a whole different class of Disney movies.
Oh, yeah.
And those who are like 29 and 26, like I am, I'm 26. They're like, yeah, there's a big difference. The class went from like here to here, in our opinion. But when you start with him, it started here and stayed here. I mean, so it's not,
depends if you're more of a tomboyish or just a boy in general. They started kind of here and they
dipped a little.
They dipped. I was never much of a Disney fan. I was in the golden age of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, we'll get into that. It comes on the timeline. So let's start with 97. And I have some written down. Now, this one was huge. There's two big ones. I mean, I started in 97 because that's when I think Disney Channel movies really started taking off.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, you were born, what, 98?
98.
So, I mean, you might have caught this on a replay later. But
Gone.
Kirk Cameron starred in You Lucky Dog. You have any idea what I'm talking about?
Nope, nothing.
Some of you will know this. You Lucky Dog, he was a kid.
You lucky dog.
He was a kid that could literally psychically talk to the dog he owned. He was an orphan. And he had a special bond with his dog. He literally could hear what his dog was saying to him. So, like, they're scientists and they would study him. And this is all in the opening scene. You see how he grew up and everything. But it was a great movie. Kirk Cameron did a really good job. When he was thinking like the dog, he acted like the dog. It was a hilarious movie. Kirk Cameron did a great job as far as that movie goes. It was funny. He ended up being the caretaker of a billionaire's dog, and the billionaire was killed by this one dude who lived in the house. It was like a murder mystery kind of thing. But it was funny. It was great. And then the Halloween movie for me, this is why I changed my opinion on, because we talked about this once. There was a huge Halloween movie that happened in 97.
Okay.
And there's people out there going, I know the movie, I know the movie.
I have no idea.
It's called Under Wraps.
Nope, no idea. Never seen it.
We have to get a hold of this movie because it's hilarious. Literally, a mummy comes back to life.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, not a scary mummy. He's a funny, getting into mystery kind of thing. And messing up all the time, falling over and all the time. It was hilarious. He gets his hand stuck in like one of those at a hospital.
Yeah.
They have the little clipboards.
Oh,
He got his finger stuck in the metal clipboard.
I mean, is it popped off?
He's slapping it against the. It was hilarious. It made me laugh so hard. And they thought he was a patient because of how horrible he looked. He's decomposed. And the whole movie was getting him back to his sarcophagus. Yeah. It was a funny movie. It looked like it's not Elijah Wood, but it's the kid that looks a lot like Elijah Wood. He starred in the movie. It was a funny movie. I enjoyed it. That was 97. The big movie was 97. 98 came out with Brink and Xenon.
Nothing.
Which you don't know either one of those. Brink, skater movie, great movie. Xenon, hilarious. The only reason I really like Xenon is because it had such nostalgia to me. I tried to go to Space Camp because of the movie.
Space Camp.
The movie after the movie on Disney Channel when it premiered, they're like call in with the Zoom 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 song, which I told you about last time. You got to listen to a little bit of it. It's really cheesy, but if you could remember the song, they were like, if you call in and your caller, like I think it was 21 because 21st century, because they were funny.
101.
So they're like, if you're a caller 21, you get to be the person. If you know the name of the song, you get to go to Space Camp. We were caller 19. There was some girl that like freaking Missouri or something like that was caller 21. It pissed me off. If you are the girl that won in front of me, I'm mad at you. I don't even know you. I'm mad at you. Your name is like Casey. Ruined Casey's for the rest of my life. But it was an okay movie. And then of course, in the next year was Can of Worms. But there was another movie that came out just before the Xenon movie, and you said it earlier. It was one of your ones that you liked.
Halloween Town?
Halloween Town.
The original Halloween Town.
Halloween. So literally, they started in '97 with Under Wraps, and the next year they came up with Halloween Town. It was a little better. I mean, I watched Halloween Town. It was a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but it was one of your favorite movies.
It was the ones I've seen.
Yeah. So I mean, it was like it made an impact.
Dude, it's coming back, man.
Yeah, we did the do. You're gonna have to stop that. I mean, we can't do that. You need to take a drink or something.
I got this.
But anyways, so Halloween Town was huge, and we're just gonna kind of go by it because we're gonna come back to it.
Yep.
We're just kind of going by the years, and these aren't all the movies, guys.
There's
so many Disney movies that came out.
I read real quickly before we started recording. There's about 60 movies.
And not all of them are good, guys. I mean, if you're like, oh, they missed my movie. I'm sorry, I didn't enjoy it.
They started from like 86 all the way to the present.
Yeah, like there was a movie called Suzy Q.
Yeah.
Which I loved, but it didn't make it because I wanted to start at a year that... I mean, if I started in like 86, this guy, no chance. Even me would have been like, I had to watch him on VHS later. But like, so I started in a year. At least he could have at least remembered them.
Tried to
they came on again. So then we're gonna skip through a few of them. Can of Worms, which you probably never saw.
Nope, never.
Kid had this can coming out of the sky, and it was a weird movie. It was aliens, and he opened up a can of worms, and they all got out, and they started wreaking havoc on the world. Funny movie. Funny movie. But it wasn't great enough. Then you know the 13th Year.
Yes, I do.
Which is the stupid, like, mermaid kid movie. Now, the highlight of the movie, which I told you last week, was he grabbed onto a light bulb and the light bulb turned on. It was hilarious.
Yes,
for me.
Yeah,
and of course, because of that, he blows up the scoreboard because he's a swimmer.
Yes,
he gets the fins, and it's not fair. So I mean, it was an alright movie. Memorable. Memorable.
Especially at the end of the movie when he leaps out, when you see the cheesiest looking tail you've ever seen.
Noteworthy. That was the important part. It made it on the list.
Yeah.
But was it a great movie?
Nostalgia just blinds it, I think.
Yeah. Now, a great movie of that same year, which is 99, which other than Can of Worms was a great movie too, was Smart House.
Oh, I love that one.
Slam dunk the funk, put it up. Have you got that fever? Slam dunk the funk and put it up. Have you put it up? It's a great movie.
Iconic white guy dancing right there.
The whole reason that I remember all that movie was the most important part of the movie. They had this huge party. And the whole house is covered in trash, just destroyed.
It is trash.
And the dad's coming home in like 13 seconds, kind of thing.
They're walking up to the door right now.
And then, out of nowhere, this house, which is Smart House, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's worth watching.
I really hope it's not nostalgia blinding, but I remember it being so good.
I mean, obviously it's going to be cheesy. All these movies.
It's Disney movies.
They were supposed to be cheesy.
A channel.
But all the trash just sucks into the ground.
It's like a compactor.
It was amazing. I was like, oh my gosh. My mom makes me clean the house. That would be great. And we all wanted a Smart House. And
then you can never forget how it made you waffles or whatever you wanted. It could make it.
It knew exactly until it got messed up.
Until it got messed up.
And you messed up.
Yeah.
But you know, it was great. It was a good movie, and I enjoyed it very highly.
I loved it.
Does it make my top 10? You'll have to wait and find out. You'll have to wait and find out till the end of this episode. But the next movie was in '99 also. You'll see a trend now. There's more movies each year. Johnny Tsunami.
Didn't see that one. It's
a surfer kid that turns us into a snowboarder. Great movie if you're a guy. I don't think very many girls liked it because I don't think they even hit the register. But it was, I mean, he was cute, I guess. I'm a guy. I don't know if he's cute or not. I'll have to ask my wife. She probably didn't watch it. No. Not yet. Anyways, it was a good movie, though. It had funny moments, and it had... Did you ever watch Mortal Kombat?
The movie?
Yes, the movie.
I've seen bits and parts.
Okay, you know the guy. Your soul is mine.
Oh yeah.
I don't know his name.
Shang Tsung.
Yeah, that's the grandpa.
Oh my gosh.
That's the grandpa who's got long hair.
You die.
You will go snowboard. He doesn't say that, but it's a good movie because of that. I mean, they had good actors in it.
Snowboard.
And then the next movie was Genius, and it was noteworthy because it was completely different than all the other movies at the time. Kid gets really smart, goes to college early, and gets in all kinds of hijinks. You'll have a trend with all these Disney movies about kids going up and doing stuff.
It's like they were targeting their demographic or whatever.
Who would do that?
What's the odds of that happening?
And then, I don't know, you might know this one. It was kind of around Halloween. Don't Look Under the Bed.
I remember the name.
It was a
I
girl.
don't remember the movie.
And the premise was your imaginary friends, when you got rid of them and stopped talking to them,
Yeah.
instead of going to foster's home for imaginary friends, they became the boogeyman.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, the more you forgot about them, the more they became the boogeyman.
That's really sad.
Yeah, and there was like several boogeymen, but if you looked underneath your bed, it was like his land.
Yeah.
And so her imaginary friend started trying to help her before he turned into a boogeyman, tried to get her back into his life, and he created all kinds of problems for her at school and all that. It was a good movie. It wasn't great.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not sexist, but I don't enjoy women leads in hero movies, and this isn't a hero movie, luckily, but I don't find them as convincing. I mean,
you gotta find a really good actor.
Yeah, there are women,
in both roles.
There are women heroes. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. I mean, there's firefighters that are women all over the place, and they're heroes. But to have I forced her to be a hero in this movie.
You gotta look at it like this. Usually, especially since it is a kids movie for one, kid actors, as you would expect, because they don't have much experience, aren't that good.
But I'll tell you this: the girls usually are better than the guys.
Yeah, usually
because they have more maturity.
Yeah,
which we'll get to. My wife's favorite movie in a minute. But yeah, I agree. Kid actors, they all have their own problems.
They get some cheese in them. They don't know how to be the character.
Yeah, and if you're watching the public outcry right now, it's a huge situation, pop culture, that this guy Harvey Weinstein was a pedophile in Hollywood, and he was touching all the little kid actors.
What a surprise!
Hollywood, they're
what a guess.
Strange. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all allegations as far as I know. I have no proof. I haven't done any extra research for it. So if you're like, he shouldn't be saying anything, it's still pop culture. It's still going on. There's still accusations. I mean, years ago, what's his name from the Goonies was saying that he was surrounded by pedophiles his whole life because he was a kid actor.
That happens,
Yeah, I mean, there's problems. There's people out there that are bad.
So they might have successful jobs, but
yeah, we got there with Disney Channel. I don't know how we did that.
Because Disney Channel treats their actors like trash.
They really do. I mean, Home Alone's not a Disney Channel movie, but if you were to watch, like the documentary for Macaulay Culkin, he had a rough childhood.
Kid actors don't have good.
They don't. I mean, I always wanted to be a kid actor, but man, most of the kid actors, I mean, look at them, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're so sprung up.
Miley Cyrus.
I mean, you gotta think about it. At a young age, kids like 9, 10, they still want to take naps. That's good.
I mean,
I still want to take a nap today.
I didn't want to take a nap, but it was good for me to take
Yeah.
naps. I'm gonna have to force my kid to take naps, but it's because I know it's good for him.
It's essential.
Yeah, so
Helps the brain develop.
There was a lot of things, and moms and dads that all they want is their kid to be the star, and they don't want to take the money because they're raising them, it's their job.
Yep.
It's just a lot of problems that it sucks. It really sucks, and I feel bad for them. A lot of them are great actors, but a lot of them get messed up right away.
Like what's his name? I know it's a movie we both hate, High School Musical, Zac Efron, whatever.
Yeah, Zac Efron, he was one of the kid actors. But you know what? He turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Well, he was more of a teenage actor.
Yeah, it can happen, but the little kid actors is where... Because they get all this money, and they don't have any idea of what money is.
No.
And then they have all these people, oh, come look at me, look at you, come here, take a picture. And they're overwhelmed. It's horrible.
This creepy, like,
Yeah, I don't want to be here right now. I just want to go hang out with my friends. I want to go a whole life.
I want to go hang out with mom and dad while mom and dad are spending their money.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. Guys, it really sucks.
Yeah.
And it's not a good thing. Let's get back to this, though.
Let's get back to the positive.
The Lawrence brothers, they had a movie called Horse Sense. Big brother moved to Hollywood, made it big. Not as an actor, but as like an agent kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he had to go back home for like a Thanksgiving kind of deal. And, his brother's mad at him because he doesn't really talk to him. And he's a rancher, and so he has to go back. He gets into the ranching thing. You remember that one?
No.
It's a good movie.
Now, this one's not really a Disney movie, but I know Disney Channel played it a lot. Holes. It is not a Disney movie.
It's
they played it a crap.
What was it? A Pixar?
No, it wasn't Pixar.
It was something.
Pixar's
a great
animation.
movie.
Holes.
Yeah,
was,
Disney went ahead and picked it up though as a movie to watch on it because it was kid friendly. It had Shia LaBeouf in it, which boom, the Even Steven movie was next on my list.
Yeah,
I love the Even Steven show.
It was good.
Yeah, and that's a Disney Channel show.
Yeah,
and that was Beans. I remember that show. He loved bacon.
Just so does the rest of the world.
We all love bacon.
Bacon.
So
Depends on the bacon though.
I don't really like bacon.
It hurt. Obviously, it hurts your heart, but it gives me heartburn.
I don't really care for bacon myself.
It has to be that perfect consistency of bacon where it's
not too crispy.
Not too crispy.
Yeah. That's the problem, because if you're not too crispy, you have the chance of killing yourself.
I mean, you win
It's
some,
a food that can kill yourself. It's not like pufferfish.
You win some, you lose some.
Boy, isn't that true?
Yeah.
Anyways.
You lose flavor, you live longer.
That was actually 03. Skipped a couple years because we're going to come back to 2000s. Mm-hmm. Maybe you remember Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off?
I do remember it.
Baseball player wants to be a chef.
Yeah, I do remember it a little bit.
Yeah, his dad comes and helps him at the very end.
Yeah, I do remember it a little bit. Not much, but I do know of it.
It was getting into the... And it's 03, and you'll hear from me later that I really don't care for movies past 02.
Yeah.
But the 03 movies were decent. I mean, Even Stevens movie was good. This movie was good enough to make my list as far as blip on the radar. There was a lot of 03 movies that I didn't write down.
Yeah, I mean...
Because, I mean, at 03, I'm 12 years old now. I'm starting to like girls.
03, I'm like 5.
12 years old, I'm like, dude, that girl's got girl stuff. I like girl stuff. I know, it's weird, but that's the only way I can say it.
As soon as you...
It's PC, the only PC way I can say it. I mean, it's something that switches in a guy's brain. It's like, one day girls are not equal.
Girls are the enemy.
Like, at one point in time, it's like, girls are the enemy. They smell weird. I don't like them. I don't want them to even touch me. And then, like, the next day, you're like, I kind of like girls.
Yeah, it's
like, that girl's my friend. I'm going to punch her. Because guys punch each other. We don't know how to interact with women. And we knock each other around. And then we're like, I like him. I punch him around. I like her. I punch her around. She don't like it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's a strange thing.
It's a confusing time. It's a confusing time. And a lot of things are happening in your body.
You don't know how to handle. And now we're going to an even weirder subject. We're talking about puberty.
We're not really going there.
No, we're stopping there right now.
So,
I'm not ready to talk about that crap yet.
No, so Eddie Milligan. And then in 03 was the movie that kind of set a trend for every girl I ever knew.
Oh, Cheetah Girls?
Cheetah Girls. Now, my wife says, and I have to take her word for it because she's a girl, it wasn't Cheetah Girls that started her cheetah phase. It was actually the Miley Cyrus movie, which Miley Cyrus. Both of you did not help the whole situation of girls wearing cheetah print pants and cheetah print shirts and cheetah print everything. Cheetah print bras, which I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like animal prints. I think animal prints should stay on. Animals! How about
But.
No, Rhonda's wrong. She probably watches. You're wrong. I don't like animal prints. Who knows?
Who knows?
She's like, what's Shae doing? You know what? We probably shouldn't go there.
He's drinking all that dew. I'm gonna get him tonight.
If you follow our Instagram, you'll see all the dew. But let's go back a few years now to a movie I loved. It started my whole craze in bowling.
Ooh, bowling. I love bowling.
You know the show?
I don't know the show though.
Alley Cats. You remember it now? Had the little girl. She had the 7-10 split at the very end of the movie. She puts her finger in the ball and spins the ball and then pushes it ever so slightly, and it goes down and it barely touches the one, and then it knocks the ball or the pin over to hit the other one.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
It's a great movie.
I don't remember it.
I mean, I watched it like 20 times because it came out, but maybe it's nostalgia for me, but I really like the movie.
I love bowling though.
It's a great movie for bowling, I have to admit. It's like Big Lebowski, Kingpin, and this is like the kids' version. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
This made my list, and I'll say it because I started liking girls. It's the only reason it made my list. It's not a great movie. It's not. Okay?
Name it off.
Rip Girls.
Don't know it.
It's a movie about girls surfing in Hawaii. And they're like going to do a surf competition things, and they have to move, and it's a whole big deal. But the girls were hot. And I know it's weird for me to say that as like a 26-year-old. Thinking back now, it's like Disney Channel girls were hot. But at the same time, at that time, I was that age, so I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me and my brother and me were like, yes, sir.
This is my movie.
Like, this is a great movie. Girls in their swimsuits. I like it. It's on Disney Channel. It's weird, I know, but it happens.
Oh, it sounds so weird now.
It does. It's very awkward for me to think about it.
Like all those childhood crushes you had on characters when you're watching them. Now you're like,
wait, characters?
Characters. I'm just talking in general,
like animated.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying
animated girls.
They're not real people. They're characters.
I mean, Kim Possible was hippie.
Yeah.
I mean, any guy out there that's my age and his age, if you say that you didn't like have a small crush on Kim Possible, you're a liar. I mean, it was either Kim Possible or that black-headed girl, Sheba.
Oh, I know. The cheerleader?
No, the other, the evil girl that helped.
Oh,
I mean, both of those girls were like you had one or the other. It was like that was your crush.
I remember the cheerleader.
As far as anime girls, I know it sounds really weird to talk about anime girls like that, but
it happens.
It happens.
It's the voice.
Yeah,
they had nice voices.
They did, and they had yeah. Anyways, that's a whole different subject, bro. A whole different thing going on.
What is your waifu?
Oh, my waifu, Paka no Pika.
Oh God!
Don't.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Bad. We don't talk about
that.
How dare you
it's
mention
like
this?
2 girls, 1 cup. You don't talk about it anymore.
No, it's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse.
So
don't look it up, please.
Frankie Muniz. No, you can't even find that video anymore. I mean, you can find the series that we're talking about, but you can't find the 2 girls, 1 cup video anymore. You have to do a lot of searching. If you're out there looking for it, you're nasty.
Yeah.
If you have it saved on your computer, you're nastier. You hear it here. You're nasty.
Whoever uploaded it is even nastier. They're the nastiest.
They had to get paid something awful.
Oh, yeah.
Some awful amount of money, because there's no way I'm doing what those girls did for anything lower than I'd have.
May I add here? This has gone way off from Disney Channel.
We have an audience that's like insane.
This has went from friendly PG to like...
We're not going to have PG episodes every time, I'm sorry.
I know, but
we're talking
about Disney Channel, and we mentioned...
We went off
2 girls, 1 cup.
We went off on girls that we like. Rip girls.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Boy, so this is
getting back on subject, Frankie Muniz's first movie on Disney Channel. Do you remember it?
Nope.
Miracle in Lane 2. How about now?
Nope.
He was a crippled little kid.
Nope.
And crippled is the only word I can think of. I mean, disabled, I guess, is a PC term. But he was in a wheelchair, and he wanted to race soapboxes. And he saw this one guy, he had all the trophies and everything in his garage, and he was helping clean it out and all that. And he ended up being a soapbox winner. It was great. He was in Lane 2 when he won. It was a good movie. I have to admit, Frankie Muniz is a great actor, and he did a good job on that movie, even though he was like 8 years old. Now, this is one I think you do remember. It's called The Other Me. It was the kid that cloned himself.
I think I do remember.
So that the other one would go to school and do stuff for him, but it was like really...
Oh, the childhood dream, basically, right?
Basically. I mean, it was like...
Still to this day, it's the dream.
Because he would sit in his closet and send the kid, and then mom would take him to school or whatever. And then he ended up sending the kid to prom, and someone figured out that he was a clone, and it was a horrible situation at the end.
Still to this day, though, that is the dream.
That's the dream. I mean, it's still a dream. If I had a clone of me that I could send to work for me and I could sit at home all day, are you kidding?
Yeah.
In a hot second. And if I didn't have to feed him? But he did have to eat. That's the problem. So, I mean, it's just ended up you're putting another adult in the mix.
Yeah.
But if you told them, oh, everyone works 2 jobs, 16 hours a day, and they only sleep for the other 8. I mean,
but what do you do?
I do my job. I'm a YouTuber and a PlayStation guy.
I promise.
I mean, he wouldn't know.
Yeah. Until he
talks. Wrong, isn't it?
That would be so wrong.
That would be so wrong.
And then he talks to my dad, his boss.
He'd be like, "There's something different about you, Josh."
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You seem so productive.
I'm always... Wait a minute. What are you saying about me? I'm productive. I'm
saying 2 jobs productive.
Oh yeah.
Are you 2 jobs productive, Josh?
You get tired. Anyway.
Are you 2 jobs productive?
The Other Me.
7 days a week.
It was a good movie though. He made it from. Oh, he made the clone out of sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys?
You remember the little package you buy and you put the little things in? They were sea monkeys.
Yeah.
He mixed it with a chemical by accident and he made another one himself instead of sea monkeys.
Intriguing.
It was cool. How about Mom's Dating a Vampire?
I remember the name.
It was one of the aunts from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She crossed over to Disney to make a movie and she dated a vampire.
It's one of those movies that I remember hearing about because Shandy watched it.
I didn't like it. I'll tell you that. It's on my list that I don't like.
I don't know.
Okay, you know Luck of the Irish.
I love that movie.
Great movie. Little side note, the guy from Psych, which is a TV show on USA, he's the detective. Okay. He was the bad guy in Luck of the Irish. He was the dancing like his legs flail about. That's not a part of it. He was a funny guy.
Now, I can't remember. I do remember this movie because it was kind of one of the bigger ones. Freaky Friday. Was it a Disney movie? I can't remember.
Freaky Friday, I think, originally released as something else, and then came out as a Disney movie, not a Disney Channel movie. But I could be wrong on that. You could have to look that up.
I can't remember. I remember.
Go ahead and look it up.
They played it up like
later.
crazy.
We'll look it up later. But you know, Luck of the Irish was a good one. Yeah. Jumping Ship was the sequel to Horse Sense. So if you never watched Horse Sense, you probably didn't watch Jumping Ship. the Lawrence brothers get together again, except for they add the third Lawrence brother, and they go on a trip on a yacht, which wasn't a yacht, it ended up being a fishing boat, and they...
That was I didn't expect, though. Apparently Freaky Friday has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It wasn't bad.
I'm surprised.
And then they have to scuttle the ship because pirates, and scuttle means to wreck on purpose, essentially, to sink it. And they get stuck on a desert island, and they're waiting, and it's just kind of that kind of thing. It was a good movie. And then I already asked you about this. The Poof Point you don't remember.
No.
Poof Point was parents working on a special project, a special lab-like thing. And this was getting into the era when I stopped watching Disney movies, so I only watched it a couple times. But they get into this situation where they start regressing in age, and they go all the way back to toddler years, and their kids end up having to take care of them, and that was funny.
It was a Disney movie, not a Disney Channel movie.
So there you go. So the remake, because one with
the 1976 version.
Yeah, and it starred Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Mm-hmm. That's the remake. That's the one he's speaking of.
Yes,
it's a Disney movie, not a Disney Channel movie. But they did end up, just like Furby, they ended up playing it.
Yeah,
Furby. That's not the name of the beetle.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
The VW Bug.
Oh, Kirby. Is it Kirby?
It's Kirby. Furby?
I know what you're talking about back in the day.
Furbies
are still out here.
Scare me to death.
They still do. And now they talk to you and they understand
you. They turn themselves on.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's the issue.
Kirby. The government. They made it a movie, and then it came and played a lot on Disney Channel. Yeah. So, and then, how about this one? It was in 2005. So you're roughly 7 years old.
7, somewhere around that.
It was Now You See Me. It's
I've
movie
heard it.
About the kid who does magic tricks, and he entered into a competition.
Oh, I've heard of it.
It was a really good movie as far as that. And I'm of course 14 years old. I'm not watching Disney Channel movies. Yeah. And the reason why I moved from Disney Channel movies to other stuff was because Cartoon Network now picked up, Nickelodeon picked up, and Disney Channel just kind of started to drop.
They started doing more live action stuff.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the Cartoon Network shows, Ed, Edd n Eddy, things of that nature.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Great movies. Great shows. Courage the Cowardly Dog is a great show. Kind of freaky.
Watched it recently. I can understand the slime. Or, let's see, another freaky one, Courage. It was the one, which one was it?
The one I always remember is, more macaroni.
More macaroni.
Less cheese.
Less cheese.
More cheese. Less macaroni.
One that's kind of disturbing, and I remember, it was Dr. Gerbil's World. It's Dr. Gerbil's World. It's Dr. Gerbil's World.
I love that one, though. It didn't freak me out. I enjoyed that one.
The Gerbil's eyes freaked me out. That's true. He'll do nicely.
Yeah, but that's why I ended up moving from, and that's why he didn't watch a whole lot of Disney Channel. It's because Cartoon and Nickelodeon were both really great at that time. SpongeBob,
which
is a whole nother podcast all by itself.
As you'll see, if you look on our Twitter, there is a blooper.
Just for subscribers and followers.
Oh, you're right.
Just for subscribers and followers. So if you want to watch that, you're going to have to subscribe. You're going to have to follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. You don't have to follow us on all three, but you have to be on one of them. That way you get that special link.
I don't know how you can do. Do I have to message it to them or something?
Yes, we'll message to them. I'll take care of the Instagram. You'll take care of the Twitter, and anybody that follows you will ask for it. You don't have to ask for it specifically. Say I want that special video just for me, and then we'll make sure that you're following.
Yeah, dude, I swear now that's somewhere. It's Dr.
Now, if you're subscribing on here, there's no way for us to tell if you're subscribing, except for there's a spot where we can see if you're subscribing. We'll have to go and look it up.
Yeah, I can probably.
But just follow us if you really want that. It's not on YouTube. Don't subscribe. It's not to subscribe on YouTube. You have to follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well to get that special.
I could put it on YouTube, but it would be an unlisted video.
Yeah. But the way you get that is following us on Twitter and Instagram. That's the way you get it.
It's Dr.
You're stuck on that, isn't you?
Oh, it's stuck in my head now.
But you'll see that later.
I watched it like 7 months ago, so it's still kind of fresh.
And the last one I have written, and the reason I have it as the last one, because every movie after that was just trash. And there's a lot of kids out there going, no, it was the rest of them are trash. Don't even get me started. They're trash. And the last one is High School Musical. And if you're like, that was one of the highest grossing videos of all Disney Channel.
See the issue here. High school.
Because a lot of people watch it. Doesn't mean it's great.
Musical. No, high school.
No. Now, give me a second here. High School Musical doesn't always necessarily mean it's bad. I'll refer to Grease.
Yeah.
The movie Grease is about high schoolers, and it's a musical. And it's a great movie.
It is.
I love that movie. I don't like Grease 2. little extra snippet here. People think Grease is actually Sandy in a coma.
The more you know.
Because she was drowning when the movie started and Danny helped her. Either she's in a coma or she's dead and this is her heaven. Because she flies the car off at the end.
Maybe a purgatory.
It's possible. There are a lot of opinions. We'll have to do a Grease episode just for that.
Yeah, I'll have to research. Or same thing with the Pokemon coma theory.
Yes. There's a couple ones we're going to do in the future, but those are for later.
Yeah.
We won't discuss those now, but you will see them.
Write
if you
those
want
down.
them, like it,
I
comment. I want to hear about Pokemon.
I just say movie and movie theories, like cartoon and movie theories.
We want to do specific ones, so we'll get to it later, though.
I guess we could just do that with the movie and
but
cartoon.
we skip right over it because we hate it so much. It's High School Musical.
Yeah.
Not to say the actors are bad. Ashley Tisdale, great movie, great actor.
Great movie. She's a great movie.
She's a great movie to watch. Anyways, Zac Efron, great actor.
Oh yeah.
Vanessa Hudgens, not a great actor per se, but a good actor.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with the actors in the movie. They were good actors. It's the movie premise itself, and I'll say one word. No, not one word. One phrase.
Get your head in the game.
Oh, that one right there. That one will haunt me for the rest of my life. I'll hear that for the rest of my life. They'll be like, Class of 2009, you remember this one? Get your head in the game. I'll be like, turn it off.
I'm done.
Sir, I asked you not to play it again. Turn it off. Thank you. But yeah, I hate High School Musical. I hate High School Musical 2. At that point, I hate High School Musical 3. There's a 4 in production.
To be announced.
Disney Channel. Don't make me come over there. Hey, you think I'm scared of Walt Disney's Secret World? Bring it. Look at this. Justice for all.
That's willpower.
What?
That's willpower. Willpower. That's the Green Lantern. Willpower.
Yeah, but he's also a form of justice for the whole universe.
He's more like a universal cop.
They do justice.
Eh.
It's not the actual thing, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't know. Willpower.
You're talking to a professional. I got the hat and the shirt. I'm ready.
Anyways.
See, he's hiding it. You think this is a Green Lantern? No. It's a farmer's hat.
California farmer. This was my grandfather's, Jerry. Not my grandfather-in-law. He has passed away. So
now you just made this dark.
Anyways, High School Musical. Get out of here with that trash. I don't like it.
Throw it away.
So we've come to the episode, or the part of the episode where we kind of discuss the ranking system.
Yeah.
Now you obviously don't have a whole lot. I have 10.
I want to include holes because I don't have many. Because eventually it turned into a Disney Channel movie, but not
it's a Disney icon. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean that's the only place that it aired on TV, basically.
A Disney Channel movie. Sorry,
I love it so much.
But you can put it in your ranking if you like, because it did play on the Disney Channel. I'll allow it.
I loved it so much.
So you have a smaller list.
I have
how about a top 3?
I'm including Holes as number 1.
That's fine.
Holes is number 1.
It's a great movie.
I love Holes. I watched it recently. Still holds up to the day.
It's a great movie. Shia LaBeouf.
You did great.
Just do it. You went off the deep end, brother. What happened?
He made his dreams come true.
You and Jim Carrey, man. Someone got you in something.
Yeah.
Illuminati or something.
Then the second one, I'm gonna say Halloween Town 2.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Skull Homes. Just saying.
Skull Homes.
They're cool.
Yeah. Then the third one, the original Halloween Town. Because those are the only one. Actually, I can do a top 5.
Okay.
I can do 5.
Go ahead.
I'm actually gonna I'm gonna keep the Halloween Towns as 2 and 3.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. I'm gonna say my fourth one, The Luck of the Irish.
It's a good one.
And then the fifth one is The Smart House.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Because those are the ones I know and I remember and I love them all.
Let me start with my hate list. I have 3 least favorites, and they were on this. Number 1, the least favorite of all time is High School Musical. You probably already knew that. Yeah. Number 2, Cheetah Girls don't like you at all. Number 3, Mom's Hitting a Vampire. It wasn't a very good movie. And then number 4 is 2005 on. Just trash.
Yeah.
Just trash. So you can name any of those and be like, it's on my least favorite list.
I mean, it is, to be fair, we are now a lot older than their demographic.
Yeah. Let me give the shout out to my wife, Shandy Lauderdale. She said her number 1 movie from Disney Channel was Cadet Kelly, which we didn't talk about. But it is a decent movie. I watched it. It's not bad.
I haven't seen it.
It's Hilary Duff.
Yeah, I know her.
Needless to say. And Ray Romano's daughter. I can't remember her first name. Mm-hmm. But they were the stars of it. And it's not bad. They were pretty and everything. And it was a decent thing. But not on my list. Didn't even make my least favorite. It's just right in the middle for me. So, Cadet Kelly for Shandy Lauderdale. Girl Power.
I do remember. I'm having flashbacks a little bit.
And then I'm going to do my Top 10 now, starting with number 10. It's
Show off.
Johnny Tsunami. Great movie.
But is it number 1 or?
It's number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10 being the lowest, number 1 being the highest.
Yep.
Number 10, it just wasn't good enough to beat all the rest of these. Number 9, Rip Girls, for obvious reasons.
13-year-old self.
Number 8, Smart House, great movie. Number 7 was Even Stevens movie.
Nah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's just because I'm older. The older movies are ranking higher than these ones.
Yes.
They're good. It's not that they're not good. Really, the listing is really close. I mean, it could be either way. Number 6 is Brink, which you didn't get to watch, but some of you will remember. Great movie. Good movie. Good movie. Good movie. Good. Just great movie. Number 5 is Alley Cats. Number 4 is Xenon. Number 3 is Under Wraps. Number 2 is You Lucky Dog. And the only one I didn't mention in the list before, because I didn't know if you know it, but number 1, I wanted to hold it for this one, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Nope.
Oh!
I know, I'm killing you, man.
Phantom of the Megaplex is a great movie. If you haven't watched it, you haven't. You need to go watch it. It's a great movie. I think you can find it on, for $3 online. You can
Probably.
It's about an opening of a cinema megaplex, which movies.
Yep.
I love movies, so I was like, oh, I'm loving that.
My family wasn't really much into movies.
Yeah, I watched every year on my birthday. I went and watched a movie, but and the whole idea was they were having a hard time setting up, and it was the Phantom doing it. You know, he was messing everything
So
up.
it's the Scooby-Doo show.
No, it was like Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay.
How they had that problem with the Phantom. Well, same idea, but Phantom of the Megaplex. I think that's the reason why I liked it too. And a little kid helped the old man figure out who the Phantom was, and it ended up being some dude, and it was a jerk.
So it's a mixture of Phantom of the Opera and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, pretty much. But in modern times, because obviously we don't have theaters anymore.
Oh, we sort of do.
Yeah, I mean,
there's one in this town.
You gotta remember, back in the day, that's all they had.
Yeah,
that was their movies, Cineplex. So Phantom of the Megaplex had a lot of great scenes in it, really funny. I enjoyed it highly. That's why I made number 1. I forgot all about it. I'll admit. Until I started looking the research up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. So that's my top 10.
Yeah, and I have a top 5 because Disney Channel's weren't really the stuff.
Now, if we do have a night when we're going to talk about Nickelodeon, we're going to have a night when we talk about Cartoon Network.
You know, Nickelodeon shows, I didn't watch too many of them. I got the Invader Zim, I got the Ren and Stimpy, I got SpongeBob.
You got to watch Ren and Stimpy?
Mm-hmm. The show was weird.
I couldn't watch it. My parents said no.
I don't blame them.
Yep. It's had a lot of bad innuendos.
I mean, yeah, we could talk about the band episode or whatever movie or whatever. Now that's weird.
Yeah. You remember Two Stupid Cats?
Mm-hmm. Or Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. I mean, there was a lot of classic Nickelodeon. We'll do a little research, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll have nights for those too. But we wanted to start with the Disney Channel because it's so iconic, and there's so many great Disney Channel movies that a lot of you enjoyed. And I hope you get to like and comment and talk about your favorite.
Say what's your favorite.
Yeah.
Say how bad I am at watching Disney Channel movies because I didn't watch any of them, basically.
There's a lot of people out there who'd be like, I didn't like any of your list. And I want to know what your favorite was. If it's Cadet Kelly, if it's these
High School Musicals.
Don't say High School Musical.
Say it.
Don't.
Say it.
I don't.
Say it, and he won't read the comments, I promise, for the first 5 days, and I'll just start reading them off. 1, 2, 3.
I swear, there's probably so many. My brother's a High School Musical fan. I hate it.
Oh, he is? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I know. We don't talk about it because I don't like talking about it.
Yeah.
It's a dark time for Disney Channel in my mind. That was when truly everything started going downhill, and I was like, what happened to Disney Channel? Now, I will say the Disney Channel shows picked up.
Oh, yeah, they're doing really good now.
The shows were way better at 2005 on.
You gotta look at it like this, especially now. Disney Channel is getting back into the game of cartoons.
Yeah,
they stopped cartoons.
Huge.
They stopped cartoons for a while and just did live action sitcoms. Half of them were sitcoms. Now they had Gravity Falls, and they have this Disney XD, which is now like the cartoons. And
I remember Disney XD. Do you remember? It was Disney. What was it? It was for the older kids. They came out with a Disney Channel just for the older shows. Oh, like they had Boomerang for Cartoon Network, but they had.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember watching that a lot. But I have to admit that when XD first started for me, it was like the extreme shows, Impossible, things of that nature, which was cool. I enjoyed that show, that channel. But
Disney, extra Disney.
Yeah, extra Disney. The Disney movie channel nights were the coolest.
Yeah, I love those. They were so happy.
Yeah, they were good.
Get your popcorn out and get your head in the game.
I think we can end now.
Hey, man.
There's going to be so many comments just because I don't like High School Musical.
Hey, I don't have much stuff to talk about here, so I gotta reuse it.
Did you like High School Musical?
No.
I didn't think so.
Hated it.
There's a lot of problems with High School Musical.
For one, I don't like music much, so already musicals are kind of already
I like music. I like musicals. I love Benny and it's not a musical, but Benny and the Jets. Yeah. It's a great song.
The main reason
the
why
Jets, the West Side Story. It was a good movie.
The main reason why I didn't like much music at the time because my grandparents were kind of strict.
Oh yeah,
kind of.
Like, you know what? I don't like the color purple.
Ironically, even though I got to watch Ren and Stimpy,
that never happened. I'm just kidding.
Eventually, they wouldn't let me watch Cat Dog.
What's wrong with Cat Dog?
Something about something. I don't remember. I was just no longer allowed to watch something. Probably.
I mean, half dog, half cat.
Talking about freaking Nickelodeon. What's it called?
This is the Disney Channel.
I know, but we're talking about Nickelodeon now. There's another one that I watched. Rocko's Modern Life.
Great show.
So good. You know they're making it come back?
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
They're bringing back a lot of the old shows.
They know.
Because there's guys like us out there who are like, we're still watching.
Especially as he has a son and soon to be daughter.
Yep.
And
there's going to be a lot of cartoons going in this. I mean, I'll say it right now. Maybe there's a bunch of parents watching right now. You know the Netflix show I'm about to say, Little Baby Bum. Can we not, child, please? Can we not watch Little Baby Bum? It's the Mommy finger, where are you? Here I am, how do... I'd like to flip it around. But it's not acceptable.
Here are...
Exactly. And daddy fingers right here, and mama finger. Oh, it's the brother fingers right here. And then sister finger and baby finger. But it's like, I hate this show. But my kid's like...
Glued to the TV.
Drool starts falling. I'm like, geez, you love this show. It's like, gee, you love this show. I have to watch it. So hopefully, he likes a lot of the shows I used to like.
Yeah.
Like Rip Curl.
Yeah.
Not Rip Girl. Rip. What's the one with all the little kids that skateboard all the time?
Oh, the ones on Nickelodeon. I remember those.
Like, that was a great show.
Because they did rollerblades, they did skating, they did surfing, they did all of it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So good.
Great show.
I used to have one of those Game Boy Advanced videos that had had like 4 episodes on, so you just plug it into your Game Boy and just TV on the go.
The original iPod.
Yeah, the Game Boy Advanced.
So,
MSP.
But yeah, there's a lot of shows like that I'm looking forward to being able to watch again. I don't like most of the new shows. I'll say this: my cousin Nolan watched Teletubbies like it was going out of style. We watched him like we devastated. And it was like, can we put the Teletubbies on? I'm like, ew. What do you like about that show? It's weird.
Yeah, my cousin Nick loved
baby
that.
Son? Like,
my cousin Nick loved Teletubbies.
I never understood.
Until he was like 15, he had his original doll of the red one. I can't remember his name.
There's Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, and Poe is the red one.
Poe. He had it till he was like...
I remember it because how much I had to
I
watch
think he still has it. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's at his mom's house
I
still.
hate how they always like...
And they had little TVs and crap. It was
like
weird.
they're always touching their and they like touch each other's tummy.
Yeah, it was a weird show. It freaked me out as a kid. I don't want to watch it now.
Can we not?
I really hope Artie and Ellie don't like it.
No, there's not going to be Teletubbies in this row because no one's going to show them Teletubbies. Terry's not going to show them Teletubbies.
I won't. I freaking hate that show.
Star will not show them Teletubbies.
So Star hates it too. Don't worry.
Sonny will not show them Teletubbies.
Sonny has no idea what it is.
Shandy will not show them Teletubbies.
I refuse.
You won't. She probably will.
I hope not.
Just because I said no.
Don't do it!
Again, it's getting late.
I know.
You don't live here. I do, man.
That's the problem, isn't
it? Anyways, if you have like a difference of opinion for, which Disney Channel movie you like the most, please comment below. Let us know. We want to know. If you like this, go ahead and like it. There's a little thumbs up right there. Give us a thumbs up. We like the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're subscribed, hit that little bell button. Make sure it's got the little thingies around it. That means you get notifications when we put it up.
On your phone, if you got YouTube on your phone. And remember also to look and follow on our Twitter and follow us on our
links in the description below.
Instagram. I always hit Instagram because I'm not really
links in the description below for everything you can follow us on. If you're a subscriber in the first year, you'll be considered part of the Prime subscribers. And you can see the other videos that we make for you guys, and there'll be special things just for you. So go ahead and do that. Make sure that when you subscribe, you go ahead and send us a message on Instagram or Netflix. Be like, Twitter, and be like, hey, I subscribed. I'm following you here. I want to be part of the Prime member, and then you'll get to hear all this special stuff. We do special videos just for you guys. You get sneak peeks and all kinds of fun stuff. there's going to be some special merchandise that you guys can get a hold of.
Yep.
In the first year, and they'll be only for first year people. So please do that, and then we're going to cut that off. We started this in.
I can check.
We'll start.
Are we going to do it the first day we released, like the Two Dudes Would Do video, or
we'll just do October 1st. It'll be next year, 2018, October 1st. That's the last day for.
Okay.
That will be the day after. So September 31st or 30th. That'll be the last day you can be a Prime member of us. Yeah. So if you want to get that, you got till next September to go ahead and get that done. You'll be hearing about every video we do. The more we have, the more special you'll get to be.
Yep.
You'll hear all that stuff.
That fun stuff.
But so please like, comment, subscribe. We want to hear from you.
Follow everything. Go
and follow us. We really want a lot of people commenting and letting us know. We're going to do questions and answers for all you people. If you have a question, put it in the comment here. You can put it in the comments on Instagram. You can put it in the comments on Twitter. Please hit us up.
But just don't hit us.
Yeah, I don't want to get punched. I mean, on our first video, second video, I said that I'd take a frying pan from the guy who won with a frying pan on PUBG.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do that. But hey, if you hit us up, maybe it's something special.
Just hit it lightly, please.
Take one to the back or shoulder.
Let me just take my glasses off.
I'm not taking it to the face. I'm not. So, but yeah. So for us, I think that's going to do it.
I think that's the Disney channel. Yep.
So for Lightly Food and
Two Dudes Would Do,
I'm Josh.
I'm Shae.
And how do you do?
I'm doing quite well.
Glad to hear that.
We'll see you guys
Peace.
later.